Yo, what's up? Hello, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you what my work makeup routine is for today because I'm going to work in about an hour. So I usually do my makeup an hour before I have to go to work just so that it doesn't look too oily before I have to actually leave and then have to touch up again to kind of get rid of that aspect. And while I do it, I like to listen to either music or just go on YouTube and watch some random person. But today I'm going to be listening to some music. If you're wondering what I'm listening to, it's my own little playlist. I'll link it down below if I can. Yep, okay. So let's just get started. First, I start with sunscreen because even though I will be indoors majority of the time, I don't want to be causing harm on my skin. So it's like just protection aspects, you know? I do put on a lot of sunscreen. Maybe it's more than you need, but I don't think it's harmful for you to have more sunscreen, you know? So rub that in and put some on my face as well as my neck. So 2 dots there. Since my thing isn't showing, I don't feel the need to put any on my chest. But usually if I have that area exposed, I'll do it. Clothing protects your skin more than sunscreen will. But sunscreen is just that extra measure for those areas that you can't really hide. And then after I do my sunscreen, I go in my Too Faced Major Hangover Primer. Squeeze like a little bit on the back of my head to get rid of that little thing, like the curdles, not curdles, but like the built up per se, so it doesn't, so I don't get like chunks. I just pump 1.5 onto my finger and put it on my face. Ta-da! Rub that in. Okay, I don't have a mirror in this room, so I'm gonna use my little e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. And then I also do another primer. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Rub my fingers in there. I'm trying to do this kind of fast so I can have time to eat after this. Fill me up with some, fill me up with some food before work. So I put that in on the sides of my nose. Rub that in. Bro, guys, I hurt my finger. I cut myself at work yesterday. I don't know how that happened or when it happened. I came home and I was washing my hands. I was like, oh, I cut myself. The good thing is that it wasn't bleeding. Oh, it wasn't bleeding, so that's good. Take a little bit down the bridge of my nose and then to the side. I tend to not put any product right here because I do wear glasses. I don't want it to smudge. And then take a little bit more, put it on my forehead. And then take my ring finger, dip in there, and then put it on my eyelids. It kind of acts like a eye primer. I'm thinking about making makeup techniques that changed my life, changed my makeup routine, and I feel like this will be on there because it did. Instead of using an actual makeup primer, I used my face primer and that's basically it. But I only used that one so far and I don't know how everything else works. But I'm going to take this brush. I don't know. I got it from an Ipsy box. I don't know where exactly it's from. And all the writing I smudged off. Go into this powder and then tap it on my eyelids. This routine never changes. The only part of this routine that I change sometimes is what I do for my eyes because I like to do something different every single time. I'm gonna take this Smith's Rosebud salve and put it on my lips. and it kind of moisturize them, you know? I like this stuff. I just started using it. As you can see, I haven't really made a dent, but it's like a little goes a long way with this. I don't think I'll finish this in like probably a year. I'm gonna take this NYX HD Studio concealer and put it on my blemishes first. So I've been breaking out a lot lately, so there's a lot of places I need to cover. But since I will be wearing a mask majority of the time, I don't feel the need for them to be completely covered, you know? So I just, oops, I accidentally tapped it on the wrong spot. That's it. And then I go under my eyelids, not under my eyelids, go my under eyes and conceal a little bit. I don't put too much concealer under there because I find it can be too cakey because my under eyes are very problematic. Okay, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush and blend out my under eyes. Okay, to prevent, just in case I have some streaks under there, I take my middle finger and just tap on my under eyes. And then, just to set that in, take this powder, take a little bit, and then just brush on my under eyes. Just a little bit, not much, because I don't find that's necessary. Okay, I'm gonna leave all of these concealer areas that I put on my blemishes there so that it can dry up a little bit so that it can be a little bit more fuller coverage on those areas. And now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I usually never do my eyebrows unless it's for work, so I barely really fill them in. I have decently already kind of good eyebrows to begin with, but I'm just gonna fill in the sparse areas. And I'm using the NYX Micro Brow in the shade Expresso, I believe. Yes. And those are the eyebrows. It just kind of perfects it a little bit. I don't brush it out with a spoolie on the back because I don't like to get it dirty. However, I do use it for soap brows on the little chance I do want to do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Maybelline Great Lash transparent one to use as my brow gel. I'm almost out of this, and just like, you know, brush it through my brows. Today I'm going to stick it. Today for my eyes, I'm going to keep it a little bit basic with a little bit of dramatic side. So I'm gonna do eyeliner. Okay, so I have Asian eyes, as you can tell. I don't have much eyelid space, and I have fairly hooded eyes. You can barely see. So I'm just going to teach you how I do my eyeliner for a little bit. So I usually do it. I did this a bit different before, but now I do it a different way. I feel like I like it better. So I go from like the middle, the center part of my eye, where it starts going, like when I look up, when it starts going downwards, that part, like right there, and just draw a straight line. Kind of raise your eyebrows a little bit to give you a little bit extra space. Draw a little flick, and then go at the end corner and drag it up to meet that flick. See, and it creates a little bit of a little eyeline. And since I'm using one of these pencil eyeliners, I don't have to worry about it like staying permanent. I can just, like, if I make a mistake, I can easily clean it up. So right now, since when I open my eyelids, as you can tell, this part kind of disappears, so I'm gonna make that thicker and fill it in. Ta-da! Since I want the flick to be a little bit cleaner, I'm gonna take the end of my nail, just flick. See? There's my eyeliner. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. The eyeliner that I used was the NYX Eye Pencil in the color dark brown. I prefer dark brown eyeliner because I find that it's a little bit more natural and subtle instead of just straight black. And that's my eyeliner. It kind of just elongates my eyes a little bit, which I like. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. bronzer, take that in my Real Techniques 301 brush. So this brush and this brush comes in a set. So, and I got it on sale, so it wasn't as much as if you bought these without at the sale. So I'm gonna take this and just go in my crease a little bit. Just my crease, and just fluff. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to my eyes. I just do what I think looks good, and majority of the time it's pretty basic. So I prefer mattes. I never really do shimmer on the eyelids unless I'm feeling it that day. Right, I don't even have an eyeshadow palette. I'm thinking about getting one though, but as of the moment, I don't feel like the need to do it because I do have a good bronzer, and that's pretty much all I need. When I use this bronzer up, this is my second time hitting pan on this, so you can tell that. So you know that I like it. I do like this. And it's cheap for the amount that you get though. And then take the same brush and just go under my eyes. Oh god. I poked my eyeballs. Oh my god. I do that all the time. Sometimes I know that I'm just grazing the brush into my eyeballs and I just don't care, I guess. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm just like covering what I'm doing. I'm not used to doing this yet. Okay, that's it for the eyes. And now we're gonna do a little bit of highlight to, you know, highlight my little brow bones and my inner corner. I'm gonna take my milk highlighter in the shade Flex, I believe. Is it Flex? Well, all of these products I've talked about in my makeup collection video, so you can check that out to know exactly what I'm using or what else is in my makeup collection. Okay, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques detailer brush and put a little bit on my brow bone and brush it out. Take a little bit more and put it in my inner corner. And then down the bridge of my nose and my nose tip. I'm just gonna set that down, then rest. I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. Yeah, take my pinky and take it. Before I move on, take a little bit more brow gel to really make sure that it's there. And I really do want to use this up and get this out of my collection because it's not cruelty free. What else am I going to... Oh, right, mascara. It's my favorite part. I love mascara. I'm going to use the Ilia Limitless mascara. It's a little mini, and I'm going to be using eyelash curler that I got at Dollar Tree. But these are so good though. These are the best things ever. They only cost $1, so you really have nothing to lose. So I promise you, you'll love these if you ever do get it. They're the best for your eyelashes. Like, they're the best things ever. They're soft. Even if you pinch your skin, you won't ever feel it. Well, you'll feel it, but okay. What I do since I do have Asian eyelashes, they are stuck just straight. So I do have to curl my eyelashes every single time. I do have decently okay eyelashes. So all I really need to do is curl it. I'm going to pump this once at the base, and then once in the middle, once at the top, then just keep doing that until I like the curl of the lashes. I find by doing this, it makes your eyelashes look more naturally curled and just like stuck straight up, you know, like this. Instead of your eyelashes doing like that, it's like more like a natural curl. I'm going to touch up my eyeliner a little bit just before I apply the mascara. Okay, for the Ilia mascara, I use the little prongy side instead of the more curled one. I mean the one that's more jagged, if you can't tell, instead of the other side, because I find that this one makes my eyelashes more separated. My eyelashes are not doing great today. What the heck? Okay, if I find that my eyelashes are too clumpy for my liking, I'll take the spoolie and just go run it across. Do the same to the other side. This eye always turns out better than this eye. And oh, ow! I just stabbed mascara right into my eyeball. Love that. I got mascara on my under eyes. A lot of mascara smudges on me, so I never put mascara on my bottom lashes just to prevent smudging even further. But okay, after that, I look back at my eye makeup to make sure that it's still looking good. If I feel the need, right now, I think I need more bottom. Okay, I think I'm good in terms of eyes. Let's blend this part out, the blemish areas. Okay, so I don't put any bronzer, blush on or lip products because I'm wearing a mask and I don't want all the makeup to come off onto my mask. And I could put bronzer on my forehead, but I do wear a hat and that would just get on the hat, so I don't want that either. So I just stick to highlight and just let my natural skin, I'm wearing like piles of concealer on those blemish areas, but it makes me feel more confident when I know that they're covered up at least just like a little bit. But since I'm not wearing full-on foundation, because again, it will just come off anyways, you can still see my actual skin peeling through. And I'm gonna go in my Coty Airspun powder and tap a little bit, spin it around in the spin the brush around in the lid so that the product can be worked into the brush, and then just tap it over the areas that I did with concealer just to kind of set it in. Make sure that it doesn't move around. Did I not blend that part? Oh, I didn't blend that out. Oh my god. Oh, guys, if you have any good artists for me to listen to, I'm open to any suggestions because I want to find new people to listen to and not just stick to the people that I know. I do listen to some smaller artists that don't even get like million views on their videos because I find that their music are more coming from them and what they are feeling in their stories instead of just making music for the sakes of radio, you know? And then of course, as I said before, don't really wear bronzer or blush, so I'm gonna take that highlighter and rub my finger around in it. I don't use a brush for that. The brush that I used for my powder was the e.l.f. highlighting brush. Oh no, almost dropped my freaking powder. Just tap it on my cheeks. The only reason I only wear highlighter is because highlighter is the only part that actually shows through the mask, so as well just wear some makeup, you know? I feel like with this makeup routine, my face still looks like my face, and I don't look like a completely different person. As in terms for my lips, I just apply lip balm, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that's it for my makeup routine, so I'm going to set it all in place with the NYX Bare With Me. This is my favorite setting spray. I'm open to trying out new setting sprays, but I feel like I'm just going to repurchase this one at the end of the day. Okay, I don't ever use setting spray unless I'm going to work because I need it to stay in place, but I don't really, and it's in terms of like day to day. I do wear makeup even though it's still quarantine times. I still wear makeup at my house because it makes me feel normal. And yeah, I'm feeling that I'm gonna do this thing over again for when school starts. My school pushed their start date back a month, so now my school begins or whatever next Wednesday. So, anyways, spray this on my face. I do spray a crap ton of it. Okay, there. And then I'm gonna fan it. I usually have like a piece of construction paper to fan myself, but I didn't bring it. And I'm too lazy to get up. Okay, that's it for today's video. I am in a rush, so I won't be doing shout out of the day on here, so I will link the shout out of the day down below in the description box instead. I will see you on the next upload. That will probably be very soon, so don't worry, I'm coming back. And remember to have protection in these hard times. I love you all. Goodbye.